the bottom seed.
With the big boys.
With the big boys as well.
Yep. Big boys. Read Onyx.
All right. Impure Rage for Nile, not the concussive blast to get the clear. Okay. He wants to sustain a little bit more in the team fights. Cool. Everything else looks pretty normal though. And this is why you pick the Yi Sun-shin against the Claude. It is a very, very annoying matchup for the Claude. And that's why they went Master Assassin. I'm curious. Why did Shive go for Master Assassin too? I thought he would go Festival of Blood with that fighter emblem. Yeah. Interesting choice. All right. Cool.
Is the QC enough to sustain your lane against the Yi Sun-shin? I don't think so.
It's all right. You know, just get away. You just don't trade. Just don't trade. But that's why. If you don't trade, well, you go
Master Assassin.
Master Assassin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that choice.
Contradictions. But yeah, we did have sample sizes of this matchup in MPL ID. Calera against RFE. You know what happened?
Yeah.
Calera was deathless.
Solo kill, yeah.
Yeah, solo kill as well, level 2, by the way. And at least for now, for Bigetron, with the Yve, they have that poke, a front-to-back potential as well to play with. Nile looking for a gank down bottom. But Afro is here. Look at this response from Navi.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3v3 potentially, but that's just this freeze. Top lane, and Dory looking to respond here.
Uh-oh.
He's level 4. It's unfair. It's 2v1 technically with the Barbiel mounted. That's going to be first blood, and Dorio takes it.
Really good move by Navi. I think they know in the turtle fight it's very difficult to go up against this, right? Apro needs level 4 before he can really push in. And if they go 4v4 against the Masha with this composition, it would just be a BTR win. So I like that. I like that trade by Andoryu. Very intelligent.
He knew that forcing away Iman from the lane as well kind of lifts off the pressure from Sive.
Yep.
Just the Claude heavily bullied. It'll be hard for him to farm. No sustain with the FOB. And Finn, once he hits level 4, obviously the Masha will be available to join in on the fight. And you can look for pickups, you can look for trades, you can look for skirmishes. With the Mountain Shocker as well, this gives you that global presence you're looking for.
Yep.
If you really need the vision. Oh, letting the wet.
Let's see here. Iman is low. That kill really disrupts the farming pattern for Iman.
Yeah, I like how Steve didn't commit to the fight because the Mountain Shocker might change things. Shortcut.
That's a shortcut on towards Ook here. Oh, that's a big taunt.
Oh!
That's going to be the Black Juice Pop, but on towards 4 members of Bigetron by Vitality. Down goes Ook here.
One
A bit
HP.
overkill. A tad bit overkill with the RWM there.
Yeah, I think they wanted to make sure the kill was, you know, confirmed. Give it over to Moreno, I think, who I think is the guy. He wants to get the kills as well. And now, speaking of Navi, how do they really maneuver around the chip? How do they really, you know, make sure that the shortcut threat isn't really there?
They gotta stick together. That's it. But the thing is, if you stick together, then BTR can play the far lane, right? That's what the chip brings to the table. Right now, I think you just play your game. Be careful in the side lanes and play your game. But later on, then we're gonna have to see adjustments. See Halberd rush for Lynch on the Masha. Hunter Strike already built up. That's a DHS. He wants to play with a bit more sustain for Shive, which is good. Everything looks pretty standard. The Molten Essence as well built up for Mr. Apro. Now the question is, Cars, does he stick to Lynch or does he rotate? Because that's usually the big problem that XP laners have. Lynch already cleared the lane, so he can play all the way far back. He can deny the portal, and that's why Cars has to rotate. There you go, yeah. Yep. He's not going to wait for the portal. He's going to rotate. He's going to be the one proactive here.
Yeah. Reverse creep available as well for Cars to hitchhike. With this turtle now. Seems like Bigetron has the prio with the Fred Bin available. That mini red trees kill 1. Even with the ultimate as well. You want to go in.
Yeah, they're in Cars looking to zone out Nile. That's going to be the teleportation. Andor takes it comfortably. That's going to be Nile now looking for a kill. That's the Albert build as well, but with the mount, Finn is not able to escape. They got the turtle, and they got a kill here.
Navi are outfighting Bigetron.
Yep. It's because of Cars. Cars well played again. Just jump on Nile. Didn't let them set up. You got to go and beat this chip before the chip goes on you.
Oh no, Nile now mounted, and the pullback. Afro takes the kill.
Yeah, Afro on the glue. Patrick on steroids. This is scary now for Bigetron by Vitality. Are they supposed to be worried now?
I think so. Yeah, for sure.
Andor, you now looking on towards a jump. Finn calm retribution, but that's a resource taken away as Navi 5 minutes in, another well-executed early game.
1v1.
Oh, that's lane.
Solo kill.
Very low.
Committing.
Mars with the flicker under the turret.
He's dead.
Finally taken, but that's a trade. Lynch with the delay. Both EXG laners going down.
Was it worth it?
I think it's all right, but like, I wonder why Lynch didn't flicker out after he, thunderclap, basic attack. I think he would have gone that, the turret shot kill, but hey, Lynch wants to save flicker for later on. The thing for Navi is though, right? BTR actually don't have any targets. Usually when you have a Masha pick, you want to just go on this one guy.
Yeah.
The Cloud's going to be far back. He's actually not going to be participating in a lot of the team fights. And Ukir can just black shoes around. So there's no one to target. That's the problem right now for BTR. Up until they get items. Once they have items, yeah, they can still burst down and door you. But if Navi get the lead to like 3, 4, 5K, I think they'll already bypass that damage problem or the target problem.
Yeah, that is a big issue to address now for Bigetron by Vitality. So they might just want to farm a bit first until they get their items, and then maybe
You want to dive cars?
they can go in. Cars dived on.
Let's see, under the turret, 3v1 technically. Has immunity, wants to clear. That's a big taunt. Andrew takes the turtle, but that's gonna be a trade as cars will fall. Take a look at Finn top lane. Taking another free kill. Navi.
1 for 1, and they got the objective too. And Navi has Prio up top now. Lynch will be sent down to address that push. But so far, Navi, they're playing a very, very good macro game.
Yeah, they got to play for that objective. And I think for BTR, it's minimalizing the losses right now. Because there's no way they win in a 5v5 with that glue, with the Leomore snowballing like this. They got to go for those trades. So they got the kill on cars. They got a turret. At least they got something on the map. But again, for Navi, the main goal right now is to snowball out of control. If they get that snowball out of control, BTR won't have enough damage to go for these targets. Shive will outscale them as well. He's already on Golden Staff. This is looking very good for Navi. Things are going as planned.
Yep. I
But
this one.
Masha gets items. That's going to be a problem.
That is true. Shortcut.
On towards
Going in.
Andoryu. Oh my god,
Oh!
everything. Oh, Andoryu! That's a little bit too close for comfort, but he still falls. 1 for 1. Afro now looking for a target. Moreno pops the flicker to get out. At the end of the day, it's a 1 for 1. No jungler, but no objectives on the board.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Light.
Yeah,
With
it
the
does.
chip crashing down on
Tahyo!
the turret.
Oh,
Tahyo?
Tahyo.
Mas Tahyo?
That was really good though, because of the shutdown.
Yeah. But can Navi fight without Andoryu?
I don't think they need a 5v5. I think in 5v5 they still win right now. But the Masha's building, man. You saw that damage on Andoryu. It was also everybody else. Oh, he's trying to bait out the black shoes. Get it. Oh, he still popped black shoes. All right, that's big info.
Yeah.
How long is the cooldown right now? I think it's still quite a lot. Let's see if they can look for a fight in that window.
Yeah. This is the window where Bigetron by Vitality might want to force a fight. And the Masha will be busy clearing the waves again. Shoved up by Navi. Lord available. And Eastern Jin is close by. Finn has the shortcut available too. Malefic Roar on the Masha. The Lord is so low.
Yeah, the big knock-up right there. Shortcut, no problem for Andoryu. Still able to get out. Bigetron now will not collapse here as they disengage because Cars just doing Lapu work. And it's Navi collecting the Lord. No compensation.
Yep. You can see that damage still not there for the Masha. Cannot get onto Andoryu. Not yet. He has to wait. His Malefic Roar is already done, but it's still not enough. Not even close right now. The Leomore, the damage reduction you get with the Phantom Steed is still too much to handle. So Andoryu's still going to be safe. Very, very safe.
Yeah.
Now what Navi need to do is be careful of getting picked off like that. They got to start sticking together. They can't let that happen.
Is Masha gonna wait for the BOD to come through
Yeah.
until the power spike really hits?
I think the BOD is where you can finally hit.
Yeah. The Malefic Roar is a consequential item, but again, the Leomord with the Phantom Steed, Barbiel to the rescue, really helps out a lot. So now V maintaining the 2.5k gold lead. Item check though. Bedunia Games, anything? Miracle?
Ooh, cooldown boots on him, man. I don't know if he's been doing this the last game. I don't think so, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just relying on the Traceless. He's trying to outplay his opponents. The Brute Force already done with the tough food, so that'll get him a lot more tenacity. Navi have just been collapsing on Nile every single time around these neutral objectives, which makes it impossible for him to get a 50-50. That's why he needs a bit more tenacity to get away.
Yeah.
On the left side, though, the Cursed Helmet, and this is the classic Opro build. In a world where everybody goes Cursed Helmet into Glowing Wand, he goes Cursed Helmet into Brute Force, still the tanky build. He still wants to just play it slow, clean, build that lead slowly but surely. And for the rest of them, it's pretty normal. But there's a rush for Shive. I like this respect, though. Wind of Nature third item instead of the Swift Trinity first.
Yeah.
I like that prioritization, especially against the Masha. That'll keep him out of harm's way for now. You just got to be careful of Moreno.
Yeah, conceding the Trojan site early on. But yeah, the glue, the hands of Afro, a bit different. If you take a look at Leone, for example, who goes full magic with the Cursed Helmet as well, the Glowing One really helps. So that possibly you can kind of delay the Dominance Ice if you know, someone really needs to build that Queen's Wings for Endoryu. So he's going to have that extra spell fam and survivability. When Bigetron by Vitality really wants to collapse on him. Is it still worth it though, collapsing on Endoryu? Because Ukir has the Black Shoes like you said, and Sive is going to be far back.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard for them to catch Sive. He has the BMI too. They need to crash on him and, you know, acquire a hard lockdown. And Lynch up top, pushing the waves, playing the side lane, Bigetron by Vitality, trying everything to really win out the macro. Because the Lord's gonna spawn and the waves are in favor of Bigetron to a certain extent.
Yeah, right now, it's not about going all in on Endoryu. It's all about making the fight chaotic. If the fight is chaotic, if it's everywhere, BTR have a way to win. But even if it's chaotic, I'd say Navi are pretty good too. Like, I think they have a proper composition to go crazy.
Masha is still top, but waiting for the teleportation shortcut. There you go! Endoryu still finds a clutch retribution immobilization here. Afro should be the first one to fall, but Finn will fall.
What?
That's going to be Lynch being traders as well. That's going to be Bigetron looking to find kills desperately as Emon is able to get out. That's going to be Endoryu now with the stage and the combination with the Blazing Duet. And one by one, members of the Red Robots are on the floor.
Navi, look at the cycle of the spells and the skills. Endoryu popped the Phantom Steed twice. And Bigetron by Vitality crumbling. They're looking to get the structures.
They will get it. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh. No turret into the side lane for now, but there's still a big base turret up top.
This Lord's gonna crash into it.
I think the lead has already surpassed the damage now. That was like BTR's big window to try to fight back.
He can fight here again.
Yeah, let's see. Will this close out the series? Finn now mounted very low. Will be taken down. Lynch will be able to go back to the respawn. That's going to be Lord now taking care of. Oh, take a
Lynch.
look at the taunt. Lynch trying to find a kill.
Oh.
He finds it, but will it be enough? As Amon now very low mounted as well as Ukir takes him down. Nile and Moreno all left to defend. Let's see Navi with more seed pop. Cars jumping in. They got
over.
the base lock in. And ladies and gentlemen, Bigetron by Vitality. They may have defeated on it yesterday, but they will have to suffer